Yo, this is Footsie, you're watching Grime Culture, yeah, get cultured. My new album, King Original Volume 3, it's out on the 24th of March, and I think the impact it will be, I don't know, I can only hope it's good, man. I think the scene needs it, some good music, and I hope that's what I'm supplying. I mean, it's what I feel with my best instrumentals to date. Do you know what I mean? So I hope it has the impact it should have. It's been getting played, a few DJs. So yeah, man. King Original is actually my dad's sound system name. What I grew up with like all my life, you know what I mean? And my dad's still playing the sound system to today. And we even went on like rinse together the other day. And he played at my launch party as well the other day. So like my dad, he's my start. King Original, that's my dad, and he's my reason into music, you know what I mean? So I only thought it was fitting to name it after my first start, you know what I mean? Grime scene right now, I'm happy with it because it's making noise. You know what I mean? There could still be a little attitude adjustment as always, but I think the scene at the minute is active. People are trying to make music and make music with an impact, and that's what's needed. You know what I mean? So I think as long as we follow that aim and guide, I think the scene will always be healthy for me. Right now, the artist I'm listening to is on a grime one is Big Narstie, Merky Ace and Chronik. For me, them guys are keeping the spirit. They've got the spirit trapped in their music, bang on, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm feeling right now. My current relationship with DIZZEE, man, is as healthy as it's ever been, man. In fact, it's even stronger than me. Like, I like to believe DIZZEE as a good friend of mine, not only as a business associate as well. He's definitely a good friend of mine, man. So it's just a blessing to meet people like Diz and Cage and everyone at Dirty Stank, you know what I mean? Advice for up and coming producers is pay attention. When you listen to something, listen with your wholeheartedly. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the only way you learn. If you're shutting it down, if you listen with a closed frame of mind, it's going to affect your building. And to grow, you need to listen to stuff fully. Like, do you know what I mean? And know and listen to what is big. All the stuff that's big, listen to it and try and understand why it's big. That will teach you something and be original. The program I sequence on right now is Ableton, man. I think Ableton for me right now is the best sequencer out there. Logic and Cubase have both had to take note of what Ableton is doing, and I had to, in their new editions, they got some Ableton functions. So it tells you Ableton, they're a bit in front, man. And yeah, I've used many things, so I was against change. Everyone's against change. I grew up on Cubase. Cubase is my thing, you know what I mean? I use Cubase because I find Logic hard. Because that was what I said ages ago, which is true. Later on, I got to understand Logic a bit better, but I thought Ableton would have been a similar thing, but I understood it quicker. It's got a very user-friendly language, so yeah, man. Ableton. I've got two favourites. Three, even really, I got three. But Battery is one of my favourites because it's a laid-back tune, but it still gets you gassed somehow. You know what I mean? It's got little tricky bits to it. That's, when you hear it, you'll be chilled, and then it'll do it, and then you'll be like, oh, you got your gassed. So I like that. Do you know what I mean? You can get the new album everywhere, man. It's gonna be everywhere. All good digital vendors. You can hit the Brain Dead website for physicals. Do you know what I mean? And merch. So like it's gonna be everywhere, but out on the 24th. So iTunes, Amazon, all of that. Juno. Yeah, man. On the inside of the thingy, like I've got a little merch line with my Brain Dead label. We've got hoodies, caps, t-shirts. Yeah, man. But like it's just something for the fans, just because people like to show their support and signify themselves with the movement. So it's good if they can have a t-shirt or a snapback. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. That's what it is.